What up, I'm Cyclist Pete, and I'm in search of finding the perfect gravel tire. Oh cool, right there. The Shwalbe G1 Ultrabite 50mm. That's perfect, yeah. So each season I've been learning what attributes I'm looking for and what I really value most in gravel tires. For me, the types of roads I ride on vary, but it can get extremely rough and chunky at times. I ride 700C wheels, and I've come to really like tires around 45 to 50mm to make those rough sections of road more comfortable and controllable, as well as making mistakes more forgiving. My bike safely accommodates up to about 51mm or 2.0 inch. The trade-off of having big tires is going to be mostly weight, and I think tires with a lot of volume can feel a little bouncier and maybe absorb a little more energy when you're pedaling. I do have some pavement on my routes, but mostly I'm on gravel, so I prefer a good amount of tread to help with grip on steep climbs and fast, winding descents. The disadvantage to having too much tread will be slower speeds and less grip on that really smooth gravel and on pavement. I also ride in areas really far away from towns and main roads, so having a tubeless tire with good puncture protection is really good peace of mind. I really dread the thought of having to do an emergency puncture repair at the deepest point of one of my rides or on a multi-day backpacking trip. And lastly, I do a lot of elevation on my rides, so a lightweight tire is really going to be ideal. On paper, it looks like these G1 Ultrabite 50mm tires really fit the bill for a lot of those things I'm looking for. So I decided to try these ones out, and I'm really happy that I did. After receiving these, the first experience I had was just how hard they were to mount tubeless. I wasn't able to do it myself with my tubeless blaster, so I took them into the shop and they weren't able to mount them as is either. I had rim tape already installed on the wheel, but they needed to add 2 additional layers of rim tape to get the bead to seal. A little annoying and a little extra weight. These are some heavy tires. I weighed a new tire at 715 grams, and a tire that had previously had tire sealant in it but had been cleaned out weighed in at 748 grams. Before purchasing these, I thought the weight was going to be closer to around 650 grams, so I'm a little disappointed at just how much these weigh. Clearly, the extra durability and big knobby tread come at a price. For comparison, here are some weights of some other 700C gravel tires. So after testing these out for a few rides, I'm really liking the tires. First, let's talk about the build quality. After feeling the construction and some hard riding on these, they appear to be very durable and resistant to punctures. They definitely gave me a lot more confidence than probably all of my previous tires have. When getting extra deep in the forest, descending down some gnarly hills, or just on some really chunky roads, the solid feel and thickness of these tires make me think that I have nothing to worry about, and it makes me want to just push harder and faster. I generally ride low tire pressures, and I was riding these around 33 PSI, which felt pretty good. Not too bouncy, pretty stable, and smooth rolling. Riding on pavement, these weren't as fast, partially due to my low tire pressure, but also the big spaced out tread on the center of these tires, which adds a good amount of rolling resistance. It wasn't horrible, but noticeably slower than most of my other tires have been. They do make some noise, but it's not terrible, I don't think. The tread on these was done really well. I feel like I get a lot of grip climbing steep sections and on fast descents. On corners, they handle just exceptionally well. The bigger knobs really dig in and give you a ton of grip. Even when the roads get a little loose, I found my bike was firmly planted and predictable. I felt confident in putting a good amount of pressure on the sides while cornering with some speed and on semi-loose gravel roads. These are some great tires. Although they're not perfect, they do a lot of things really, really well. And with the tan sidewalls, I think you'll be looking pretty good. If you want high confidence in your tires with extra durability and a lot of traction for really rough roads, I don't think these can be beat. And these will be an excellent choice for you. The main drawback on these is their speed on pavement, the weight, and difficulty mounting, but all pretty minor stuff. I think I'm still in search of the perfect gravel tire, but I really like these ones for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It really helps my channel and me creating these videos if you like, subscribe, and click the bell for new video notifications. Thank you, very much appreciated. I'd love to hear what your current tires are, and if you know any great tires I should try next, please leave me a comment below and maybe I'll try those out next time. And thanks for watching. Until next time, Cyclist Pete.